Y'all just can't take the good and just accept what it was. So, if nobody saw it, and it's okay if nobody did because I didn't realize it until like midnight, the Boondocks came back. Not the way we all think. If you know the show Boondocks came out like 2005, and it was a good show. They had comic strips, then it became a show on Adult Swim. The fucking show was hilarious, except for the last season. The fucking last season was terrible. But they came back. The creator of Boondocks, Aaron McGruder, made comic strips. And they were comic strips about what's going on now. Donald Trump, the fact that he made the or caused the government shutdown because he wants a wall. There was one with Uncle Ruckus saying the niggas are gonna pay for it. And I was laughing because it's so not give a fuckish. It tells that Magruder still doesn't give a fuck and doesn't play that sensitive role where it's, we must be politically correct. No, he just doesn't give a fuck. And then I saw one that a lot of people were mad at. Some people were critical of it. Granddad, everybody knows Granddad. Everybody wants to be Granddad. He walks up to a laptop and it's playing R. Kelly music. It's playing the remix to Ignition. And if you don't know the situation with R. Kelly, read a book. Go watch that smear campaign documentary. I didn't watch it. I just didn't feel like hearing he's a monster, he's a monster, he's a monster when everybody still pays him to go see him and grab it. But Grandpa's mad at the fact that this is on and he hurries up and changes it. And he changes it from remix to Ignition to Thriller by Michael Jackson. And everybody got on that fucking thing. People were mad because, oh, Michael Jackson didn't touch those kids. He didn't molest those kids. This, that, and the third. And I'm just sitting here like, it's a joke. Y'all not know what a joke is? I get that there was this point in time where Michael Jackson was rumored to be a child molester. And I say rumored because it was a rumor. And I don't remember. I guess all the charges were dropped. He was acquitted, something like that. But for people to be saying that if Boondocks comes back, it can't come back like this. Excuse me? Yeah, yes, it can. It can come back as what it used to be. The show where they didn't give a fuck about how anybody felt. As long as the creator, the animators, the voice actors, everybody who worked on the show thought it was funny. And I think if you watch Boondocks seasons 1 through 3, you know that they didn't give a fuck about how people felt. Season 4 was like the first season that they kind of walked that white line and didn't bother to step across it. And that's why it's the worst season. Because babying these people who are just like, oh, this isn't funny. You're making fun of an icon. Why are you doing this? This is why good things always get ruined. No. You people that always want to be fucking babied or would ruin great things. I heard Boondocks came back and I'm looking at the fucking comic strips and all I'm seeing is Michael Jackson didn't do it. Michael Jackson didn't do it. Stop making these fucking comic strips. Michael Jackson didn't do it. You can't have good things without you lame ass fucking people ruining shit, man. I don't even want Boondocks to come back as a cartoon. I just want to keep it as comic strips. Because if it comes back and they gotta deal with this shit, y'all gonna ruin season 5. And it's not even fair to Aaron McGruder. Because he worked so hard on those comic strips. And I'm glad he posted them. And I'm glad the shit's funny to him. Because it's funny to me. I just want people to grow up to the fact that there are jokes in this world. A lot of y'all seem to think that when somebody says something and they laugh, they're negative or they're evil. They're jokes. There are people in this world that make rape jokes, racist jokes, gay jokes, lesbian jokes, all type of jokes that are offensive. But at the end of the day, would you see these people in public outside of making those jokes say these things? No. In some cases, no. Because there are a lot of times that people say these things and they mean them. But I'm only focusing on the people who say these things, do these things for a laugh. They don't mean them. And to all you people that would go out and say, oh, then find another way to make people laugh. No, it's hard to do that. You say that you don't know how hard it is to be a comedian. Being a comedian is very hard because you have to gauge your audience, know what they like, know what makes them laugh, know what makes them cry of laughter. And staying in this bubble to please you politically correct bastards is poor. And if Boondocks goes down that same path again, if they come back for season 5, then it's just gonna be another shitty season because they had to please you, and you are the reason why the season fucked up. You're the reason why these comic strips, specifically the one with R. Kelly and MJ, are gonna be the reason why people look at it as a bad thing. But I'm not gonna look at it as bad. I'm just happy the fucking cartoon came back as a comic strip because I don't know if it'll like come back as a fucking show, but I hope it does. The kid in me wants Boondocks to come back. But this video was kind of short. I just saw that and I'm just like, why is everybody like jumping on this? This shouldn't have been made as a comic strip. You should have thought about this better. You should have thought about the legacy of Michael Jackson. It's a fucking joke, people. Grow the fuck up.